So it's Christmas Eve 2012, 11:06 a.m. And we have Randy Brugman's Anaheim fire trucks about to make a left onto Broadway. And there is the Hilgenfeld mortuary. We had some encounters with this fire truck in that spot ever since we had attended the Anna Drive gathering on December 2nd, so you can view those videos. And then later on in the afternoon, we crossed through the same corner again, and there goes your green Toyota Camry this time, and there goes the mortuary up ahead. And so instead of the fire truck at the left, you get the green Toyota Camry going across the intersection on Christmas Eve at 2:50 p.m. Anaheim and Broadway. Now this is New Year's Eve 2012, and this is like the last half hour of me going outside. I walked over to get some Indian food and catch this vehicle. I assume it was an Anaheim Police PD, and it was along there in front of the Anaheim City Hall. And instead of just walking down Anaheim on my side, I decided I was going to cross the street, and there he goes. He takes off. So New Year's Eve 2012. So we got the Christmas Eve stunt by the fire department and the New Year's Eve final hurrah by police in 2012. So we walk along here and we'll see that he's gone, taking off. And that kind of reminded me of this. And this New Year's Eve drive off by cop car was at 7:13 p.m. I was walking to the Indian restaurant to pick up some food to sort of end the year on a happy note. And that sort of drive off reminds me of this little event from the wedding anniversary video where we were leaving the restaurant where we were having our celebration dinner, and you see the cop cars that had been sitting out there for who knows how long, and then they take off the minute we were leaving the restaurant. So it kind of reminded me of that little end of year stunt. There he is driving off into the sunset. And that little New Year's Eve goodbye reminded me of the New Year's Eve 2011 event at approximately 6:13 p.m. at the corner of Euclid and Lampson. Presumably that's a Garden Grove police vehicle. So this was within the last half hour or so of me being outside on 2011 New Year's Eve, and we had this police vehicle do the wraparound at the corner of Euclid and Lampson. And then by the time we cross the street, you can see up ahead he's poking out of the driveway there. There you go. So he did the little wrap around the building and then parks right there along Euclid Street. That's Euclid and Lampson at actually 6:30 p.m. New Year's Eve 2011, not 6:13, which is what I said I think a few seconds ago. So 6:30 p.m. Euclid and Lampson, little final pop-up appearance, presumably of a Garden Grove police vehicle along Euclid. And Garden Grove Hell House, my former home, was right down the block there. And I was walking over, I think, to the Ralph's supermarket near the corner there of Euclid and Chapman. So that was the final stunt of 2011, courtesy of presumably the Garden Grove Police Department. Anyway, it reminded me of the New Year's Eve final kick on Center Street in Anaheim Police. New Year's Eve 2012. Same poop, different faces. What's really disturbing, however, is the Christmas Eve 2012 stunt. I mean, we're talking Christmas Eve, and I've made mention before that there used to be a time when things like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day were off limits, but it seems that ever since the Titanic began to sink, that there isn't even respect for the Christmas holidays. And to be quite honest with you, I think it's disrespectful and blasphemous. And apparently the Titanic began to sink after I started speaking at the Garden Grove City Council near the end of 2011. And you could see the first Christmas Eve stunt when someone plastered missing dachshund posters in front of my Garden Grove home and along Euclid Street. We have a dachshund, and it just happened to be his 10th year anniversary of when we purchased him on 2011 Christmas Eve. And as always, especially if you're just tuning in, the context is that we can go around town and not see police vehicles for forever until such time as a drive-by stunt of some form or another is deemed necessary, as shown in our not for viewing video series.